TGI Now time, back again in the K420 studio discussing real authentic truth talk, freedom of speech, and living in the now. Freeing your mind.
One episode at a time.
Shit, we tried.
Boom.
Back again.
All right, looks good.
Everybody's holding their breath like.
I was practicing all week.
No, that was
all
good,
week.
though.
All
That's
week.
good.
Practicing my editing skills. It's like
Fucking roller.
Shit.
practicing. Remember, we always talk about practice. Eddie.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta have practice.
We used to say that all the time, remember? We used to say
because we would
practice.
talk about stuff, and I'd be like,
Practice.
"Yeah, well, remember we used to do this when we were kids? Well, because it was practice."
It was practice.
Just like we
used
were
to say that
saying
all the time,
earlier
yeah.
before the podcast.
We're talking about practice?
Yeah, talking about
Yeah, he said that, like, all the stuff, like, if I would watch a movie and I would say how that movie came alive to me in a different light now, he would say it was all practice.
Yeah, it's just you're just subconscious programming, and you're just reversing it. You know, it's really a reverse psyop, is what it comes down to. You know, we're being reversed with the things we were taught. Now, I mean, we were taught a lot of truth, like we were talking about earlier in the podcast. I mean, before the podcast with Rondell, is we were, you know, we're older, so we were taught more history, more real truth, and then they distorted it as time
As a matter
goes
of
on.
fact, why don't you just start with that? Play that,
play with
because
the
that. I mean, that had me. I mean, I was hungry when I came in.
Yeah.
I did. No,
Caps
before
to
you
the
started,
rescue.
I just got to put in a plug to Caps, bro. I mean, I thought I didn't even say hi.
He thought he didn't say hey to Kelly.
I was like, oh my God, can I not? But I remember I said, this is my sister from another mister, because you're my bro from another hole. But so I came to eat, but it got my attention. That's what I'm saying. When I started hearing it, because I think I saw that in school, dude.
Yeah.
I swear.
You saw this video in school, I'm sure it was.
Wow,
so.
look at those damn sandwiches. We got one of those.
Yeah,
right?
might as well just give him the plug now.
Yeah, because this conversation with democracy is going to get deeper. Look
It's
at
gonna
that
get
pizza,
deep.
bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, thank you,
You
Johnny.
hooked us up with the calzone. Thanks, John, bro. And I got to tell you, bro, even your French fries are delicious, dude.
Every time.
How the
We
fuck
fucked the
is
fries
that?
up.
Bro, those
good.
fries are delicious, and that sandwich is wrapped up. We're going to tear that up, the three of us.
Yep. Thanks,
Oh, yeah.
Johnny. We
Thanks,
appreciate
John.
it.
We appreciate you always, man. You've been with us from the very beginning,
Yeah.
man. Thank you so much, man.
And 1 year in the K420 Studio 2.0, too.
Yeah, look at that. 3 years total.
3 years total.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if they want to get some Cat's Pizza, some of the stuff we're talking about, how can they get that?
Give them a call, 772-770-CAPS. Knocking out pizzas since 1987.
They're located out by 27th and Oswald. You can't miss it. Cat's Pizza. They've been around forever, and their pizza is good. They got good wings. Just a nice place to hang out. Check it out.
Yeah.
Tell them that TGI Now
tell
guys sent you.
Yeah,
man.
thank you. A lot of people have been sending us little messages and stuff about them going in there and checking it out and thanking us for suggesting it. So appreciate you guys mentioning us.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. All right, we'll go to this video here. Talking about democracy and the constitutional republic and the difference and the things we were taught when we were younger. So we're going to discuss
put that
this.
in
Yeah.
Political system in which the people periodically, by majority vote at the polls, select their rulers. The rulers then have absolute power to make whatever laws they please by a majority vote among themselves. In a constitutional republic, the people also, by majority vote at the polls, select rulers who make laws by majority vote among themselves. But the rulers cannot make any laws they please because the Constitution severely restricts their lawmaking power. The ideal of a democracy is universal equality. The ideal of a constitutional republic is individual liberty. In this century, great strides have been made toward the goal of subverting our republic and transforming it into a democracy. The foremost tactic of the subverters is subversion of language. By calling America a democracy until people thoughtlessly accept and use the term, totalitarians have obscured the real meaning of American principles of government. The writers of the Constitution were anxious to safeguard liberty against dictatorship, monarchy they called it. But their chief anxiety was to protect the country against democracy. Edwin Randolph, delegate to the Constitutional Convention from Virginia, said the general object of the convention was to provide a cure for the follies and fury of democracy. Elbridge Gerry and Roger Sherman, delegates from Massachusetts and Connecticut, urged the Constitutional Convention to create a system to eliminate the evils that flow from the excess of democracy. Alexander Hamilton, delegate from New York, said, "We are now forming a Republican government. Real liberty is not found in democracy. If we incline too much to democracy, we shall soon shoot into a monarchy." John Adams, one of the giants of the American Revolutionary period, said, "Democracy will envy all, contend with all, endeavor to pull down all. And when by chance it happens to get the upper hand for a short time, democracy will be revengeful, bloody, and cruel." America was founded not as a democracy, but as a constitutional republic. We pledge allegiance to the republic, for which our flag stands, not to a democracy. The Constitution required a republican form of government for all states, but does not mention democracy, and neither does the Declaration of Independence or the Bill of Rights. Someone asked him what kind of government the convention had given America, and Franklin replied, "A republic."
If you can keep it.
Very old and very wise, Franklin saw through the mists of time to the day when Americans might trade their freedom in a constitutional republic for the promise of government guaranteed equality and security in a democracy. And beyond that, to the day when democracy inevitably degenerates into dictatorship, guaranteeing nothing but poverty and serfdom for the people it robs and rules.
Boom. Boom.
Right? That's
That-
pretty heavy. And that's the stuff like, we talk about.
A democracy is a political system in which
Words.
Yep.
Words is that powerful.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But that's what it is that we are a constitutional republic.
Your wife had to do that for the Hispanics down in Fellsmere. They don't know. They don't know.
She's been educated.
You use that word, and people think, "Oh yeah, freedom."
Yeah, she's been educating them, just letting them know. I mean, look, because what happens is that it sounds good because, like he said, they're using language.
Safety. It's safety and security.
Language.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, wow, we live in a democracy, and you hear it enough, you think it's a good thing.
And that's what they do in Operation Mockingbird, the TV. They say everything's a threat to our democracy. A threat to our democracy is a threat to our
doing.
democracy. And that Trump's a threat to our democracy. Everybody's a threat to
Trump
our
needs
democracy.
to admit to it and say, yes, I am,
Yeah.
and educate them. To
And that's
this.
why we have to go to a constitutional republic.
Trump needs to say, yes,
Yeah.
I am a threat to democracy. Democracy will be no more because we are a constitutional republic. It's not in the Bill of Rights. It's not in the Constitution. It's not anywhere.
Yep.
It's like a monarchy, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an oligarchy. It's
Yeah.
but I call it a super oligarchy. That's where we're headed to, is a super oligarchy where we don't have any freedoms at all. That we gave up our freedoms in order for safety and security and equality. So that's what this DEI is all about: diversity, equity, and diversity, inclusion, and equality.
You
That's
see
what
how we
that's
said
all.
the word equality, and now they're using the word equity.
Exactly.
Language. He said
They
it.
twisted. They
And this
twisted
was
around.
done in the 60s.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
how the man is dressed.
you watched that video in
I
school.
believe I saw it in school. I swear.
I think I just triggered your
Yeah,
triggered your
remember
memory.
they used to do that. They used to have a flag in school. I mean, they used to have all that
Everything,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, they used to teach you the truth.
well, they gave you enough truth to where they were still telling you,
But
like
even-
Rondell said, they still were telling you certain things that they were going to do to
it's
you
history.
eventually. Yeah.
What's history?
Yeah, it's
It's
his
the
story.
victor's story.
Exactly.
His story, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
But basically though, on this though, on democracy,
That's straight up the truth.
I was telling somebody the other day, and they were like, "No, democracy's good." I said, "No,
Yeah.
democracy's horrible. That's government. That's relying on the government
Mm-hmm.
for everything to be equal. That's the lazy people that want democracy because they want to live off the backs of people who fucking make money."
What were you going to say?
That's what I was just explaining to y'all earlier. It's just like it's a big difference in generations.
Yeah.
It's the fact that y'all had it wasn't the government so much as hiding everything from y'all.
Yeah.
It was they just didn't tell it, or they just made it seem like if you look for it you can find it.
You could
If
sprinkle
yeah.
it in there.
It wasn't more of a you guys were raised to know what your country was doing. So y'all know exactly what the fuck is going on. You were taught the real definition of democracy.
Yeah. And the real republic.
Yeah, the real word for
yeah.
republic.
Yeah, that's what we learned. We were taught that.
We were taught these definitions that were twisted.
Twisting words.
Now
Exactly.
everybody thinks democracy is fucking. This is freedom. That's freedom. No, the republic you were in the beginning. That's freedom.
Exactly.
They're trying to take away what you already had.
Yep.
People don't get it.
No, they don't.
And it's just like you said, Trump got to admit that shit. I am trying to take away the democracy.
He pretty much is. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. He's trying to restore the republic.
If that's how they want to look at it, yes, I am, because democracy is not what this country was built on.
And if you want to look at it, what JFK was trying to do the same thing. So JFK was trying to put that in place too, and then look what happened to him. So then you have to look back and go, oh, okay, so they were a threat to democracy. That's what they're trying to protect, like that video said. We have to protect it at all costs, because what did Benjamin Franklin say? He said, we're founded on a republic if you can keep it. If you can keep the power away from these people that you're giving your power away to. We just kept giving it away,
Well, we're not giving it, they're taking it. It's not an election, it's a selection.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we don't have any, I mean, we think we're voting for them. But,
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
You know, when I first heard that Trump was a threat to democracy, I was saying, yeah. When I first heard it, because they kept on putting, now it's all over the place. They're saturating the fucking news with the word democracy.
Yeah.
So I guess I remembered, because some shit triggers when you're a kid, you know, you watch a video and just, some videos trigger you, because it had to be like in 4th grade, bro.
Yeah.
And fuck, bro. I mean, I always knew that a democracy is no good. So when Biden kept on talking about he wants a democracy, I'm saying, well, he's telling on himself.
Yeah, exactly. They're telling you what they're doing. Exactly.
But a lot of people don't realize it.
No, they don't. They don't, because they don't realize that they're protecting themselves by projecting out to projecting on others what they're really doing.
People don't understand. A lot of people. Okay, so to put this in perspective, just a little perspective. For anybody who says democracy is a good thing, you're saying basically that it's okay for us to go into socialism like England.
Yes.
That's what you're saying, because that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna fucking give you they're gonna say the government's gonna give you everything you need. It's the same thing they've been doing with black people for fucking 40 years now with this same fucking regime.
Same thing, the same cycle.
Give them fucking food stamps, give them fucking welfare, anything that'll keep them down. But you don't teach them anything to get them out.
Nope.
That's democracy.
Yep.
That's what they're fucking gonna do.
Yeah,
that's perspective. That's the perspective. That's what democracy is.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That's what Biden is sitting there feeding you every time you get on there. It's a threat to the democracy. Yes, it is a fucking threat to the fucking democracy.
Yeah. What it is that people want governments to take care of them.
Yeah.
They don't want to get up in the morning and get their food, and farm or go to work, and they don't want that, because they, like Rondell just said, they got very comfortable, not just the blacks, the whites too. Everybody, Puerto Ricans, we all got fucked, with that fucking welfare and that free government shit, and I remember the way we used to line up for free, and we called it free government cheese. We line up, bro.
It's
for fucking cheese. So
it's happening a lot now.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen.
That's a democracy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the proof of it.
See, that's a democracy. Benjamin Franklin, like you said. I mean, I never heard that, so it was really good that I heard that. He's one of the founding fathers, right? Said that if you can keep it,
if you can keep it, because they know that at some point you're gonna feel the urge to give away your republic, your comfort for the comfort of somebody else. What's go ahead, Ronald.
I forgot one thing.
Yeah.
What comes with socialism? They take your guns.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They take your gun.
There you go.
Know.
That's why this motherfucker in London. They ain't really no guns. You get caught with a gun, you probably somebody that's well connected.
Yeah.
You know somebody that knows somebody.
It's a mess over there.
Look what
Knives is the thing over there.
Look what happened recently. In Israel. That they didn't think they were socialists or a democracy, but they were. They weren't able to defend themselves with guns or anything.
They gave up their freedom.
So when the enemy came, they couldn't defend themselves.
No, they gave up their freedoms.
You're gonna be looking real stupid when our guy's in, and then he fucking take everything. You got fucking marshals standing at your door saying, "Hey, we know you got these guns registered. We're here for all of them."
Bingo.
A democracy.
We're here for all of them.
Do you know that in history,
You voted for this.
the reason why we became the United States of America, and the reason why we fought for our freedoms, and again the word freedoms, was because we didn't want to be a democracy part of England.
Yep.
That's when George Washington and that happened back in history.
Yep.
So that's how we became a country. We became a country as the beautiful thing, remember we used to say as kids, we live in a free country. We live in a free.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
country.
a lie.
That's a free
it was
country.
a lie.
Free country.
It was a lie. But what I'm saying is that we believed it.
Yeah.
We believed that we lived in the freest country in the world
Yep.
because
Said it
we
like it was
were a
nothing.
constitutional republic where no
Exactly.
one else was. Everybody's a democracy. Everybody's, for government.
Bill Cooper says in his
Yeah.
book, The Bold to Bell Horse, he says it. We are the freest society that's ever existed on the planet. We were the only freest. Nobody else has been freer than what we were at one point.
If we can keep it.
Exactly, and that's what he said.
we
And
can
he said it in
keep
the book too.
That's gonna stick.
It's going to
with
stick.
me,
Yeah.
if you can keep
If
it.
you can keep it, and that's where we're at, and I think that's why Trump and what's happening with him is to restore that, to get
Well,
it back.
Look at his slogan.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
Keep America.
yeah.
So we have to keep America a republic.
Yeah,
And that's what he needs to start saying. He needs to, instead of putting down Biden, he really needs to start educating even his voters, his own voters, who may not understand.
that's true.
You know what I mean? What the word democracy is and what it is to be a constitutional republic, and why we as people, we the people, need to fight to be a constitutional republic.
Yep, yep,
We have to keep it,
yep.
and
You're right.
I tell you, that video was fucking really, really good for me today, dude.
Yeah.
That shit just woke up something inside me. Yeah, because
Yeah, it's what it does.
I've been trying to tell people, I even told, we spoke about it one time in the podcast about the word democracy, how people don't know what it means.
No, they don't.
It sounds good.
Yep. It's wicks of words. It's a twisting of words.
It's
It
language.
sounds good. It's language.
Language.
And that's a lot of what Terrence McKenna talks about when it comes to language. Language distorts everything. It makes everything not coordinated. You're just like, well, what do you mean? Is that a good thing or a bad
That
thing?
was the podcast with your wife
Yeah.
when we talked about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Democracy.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
talked about how the language, how they all thought
Yeah.
this meant
It got
because
twisted.
of where they're from. This is what it
Right.
means,
Yep.
and then they come here thinking they got it. They
Yeah,
got
we're
it.
in.
No,
And they're like,
No.
oh,
ours
wait
is
a minute.
different. It's a
Right,
lot different.
yeah.
A big difference.
You don't want to be a
You don't want to be that here.
Yeah.
You want your republic so you can make your
Right.
money, and
You
you
want to
got to
be a
split it with
republic. You want to
everybody.
be a free person.
Well, less taxes, less government. Because government means govern minds. You govern your mind.
And they got to get paid.
Yeah.
And that's where our tax money goes.
Exactly.
Besides Ukraine. So,
right.
yeah, fucking Ukraine's taking all our
They're
dough.
killing it, man. They're making a killing, laundering money. They're doing all kinds of stuff. It's crazy.
It's sad though. How people just don't see it, John.
No, no.
And if they could only see.
Yep.
I mean, you have a lot of people now. I mean, they're predicting Trump's going to have over 100 million votes.
Right.
So, like what he said, it'll be too big to rig. Like earlier today, I got into a thing with, I like playing now on Facebook with people,
Yeah.
right? So this guy, he posted something very liberal. So I got in there, right? And he tells me, because I told him there was like 155, at 2020, there was 155 registered voters.
Yeah.
By 2022, there was 163 million eligible voters.
Gotcha.
And he says, where you got that number from? There's 333.3 million people in America.
33333.
A lot of them are felons.
No, not even that. Children can't vote.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's like one
People that are
third
like
of the fucking
people that are
population.
in a-
You have people who are in this country who are not legal.
Right.
They may be applied citizens, but they can't vote.
Exactly.
Felons can't vote.
Yeah.
I mean, I was lucky. I got my rights restored. Felons can't vote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're telling me that, so he was like, he didn't.
They
I
glitch
guess
out.
he
They
didn't
glitch out.
respond.
Yeah, they glitch
he didn't
out.
respond because he was dealing with someone who's a little smarter than he was.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's just facts.
and
It's
that's
the
what
truth.
it is.
It's just the truth. It's the reality of it.
Not even smarter. It's just somebody who actually put the time in to look at it. He don't want to look at it. He don't want to know the truth.
I
You
put a
fucked him
video
up.
out 2 years ago, right, about politics and people taking things personal.
Yep.
And that was 2 years ago. I put that video out, and it's true to still today. you can't write anything without somebody saying, "Oh my God, like what the fuck, dude." Don't put yourself in public service if you don't want to be a public person. You become a target, baby. You opened up that door.
You do.
When you said vote for me.
You do, dude.
Okay.
That's why I never got involved in it.
No, we trying to get John to fucking run for school board.
I was like,
you would have been a school board member now.
oh yeah, 5 years ago I would have done it. 6 years ago.
You and Jackie would have been running that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I'd be up there with my tie and my shiny shoes and my
Fucking
slacks.
in the Matrix is a motherfucker.
Fresh shaved head, fresh shaved beard. I'd be up there. Oh yeah, no girls in men's bathrooms and men in girls' bathrooms. Why do I have to say this? Why do I even got to say this? This is ridiculous that we're even talking about this right now.
They putting all kinds of stories about you in the newspaper.
It would have been stupid, man.
Well, you seen what happened to that radio host, right? That interviewed Biden.
Yeah,
She got fired because she said that they sent her the questions.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
She was honest.
Yeah.
She was in an interview, and the guy asked her, "Did they pre-send you questions?" And she said, "Yes."
Yeah.
It's the president.
She's telling the
Oh
truth.
my God! And they fired her for it. That's fucked
Fired her
up.
for telling the truth.
The truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You're better off lying. Right?
Crazy
Be a
as
fucking
that
liar.
sounds.
Oh shit! Yeah, all she did was
no,
say,
no,
"Nah, they didn't give it to me." And she still have her job today.
Yeah, they ain't give me shit.
But those are the things that are supposed to happen to people. Just like it happened to me. I got
Exposure.
fired, and then I'm just like, oh well, shit.
Things
That's
are getting exposed.
yeah. So like, what the fuck? People always remember. Somebody made a comment today about it. I was just, it's just, it's always there because of it. It changes the timeline. It's a shift. You're changing the timeline. Your life is shifting now. Like we said, I would have ran for school board, been sitting up there, John Karapi signs out on the fucking street. Kelly would have loved that.
Oh no!
There's another one of my signs, Kel. Look.
There's another one.
There's
coming
another
up.
one. Vote Karapi.
I would have stickers all over the Jeep. A sticker of John's face.
Joanne Benford would have it in the back of her trunk. Me sitting there.
Fucking yeah. Oh my God!
Would have been bad.
Oh my God! It would
man.
have been classic.
God, thank God you did it.
32963 would have had all kinds of fucking. It would have had all kinds of targets on me. I wouldn't be able to walk down the street.
Wow.
Oh my God! But that's what it is. It's truth. It exposes. The demons get exposed. They get triggered. They get triggered by the truth. And that's what this is all about. It's a triggering of the truth. That's what's coming. It's nothing but truth.
Yes.
Full disclosure, like we talked about.
It's like well, I spoke about it last week. Like when Posey fucking exposed John Bacchiano.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's all
Exposure. This is the year of exposure.
And that's not just for the celebrities, it's for everything.
Everybody's going to get hit.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're better off lying. Yeah, the woman would have kept her job, but then, nothing gets exposed. It has to get exposed.
So today, because of that, I kind of commented on something was for Brenda Bradley. I wasn't being insulting to her. I just said your host is a douche.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm gonna put a shout out to her because she was a good sport.
Yeah. Brenda's a good
Back and forth. No, like I said, I don't know her.
Yeah.
She's probably a wonderful person.
Yeah, she is.
So I know that Joanne likes her.
Yeah.
So my wife, I think, said nice things about her too.
Yeah. No,
I don't know.
I know,
So I don't have an opinion about her.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that she was a good sport.
Yeah.
Back
Makes sense.
on a back and forth.
Yeah.
On Facebook,
So it's nothing personal.
Yeah, because it's not personal.
No,
You
exactly.
put yourself out there, you got to expect it. You got to expect to hit.
You have to.
But it wasn't towards her.
Yeah.
It was more towards the douchebag, John.
Yeah.
Not her.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. You like you said, you put yourself out there. We put ourselves out here with the podcast. So people
but that's what I'm saying.
people can tune in and see where
And I
we
told
stand.
her too. I said we have a forum.
Yeah,
You know,
we talk about it.
yeah.
We've done it for 3 years. So people want to tune in. They tune in. They
Yeah.
can say it's not like we're just doing this like every other
No,
month.
we've been doing it every week.
We do it every week. We're committed to this.
3 years.
And
This is our thing. This is our voice. If you think about it, imagine no more news, and
Yeah.
this is all you got.
this is all you would get. Yeah,
And people will be waiting to hear the podcast.
yeah, it's true because that
People will be news is
like
coming.
what's coming. There's nothing coming.
Nothing coming. We got to get the news, and it'll be on Wednesday. I'm going to listen to TGI now. On Thursday, I'm going to do this. Yeah, because they'll get the news that way.
Right, yeah.
The real news.
Yeah, we said we are the news.
But remember what happens too in podcasts. They lie too.
Yeah, it's true.
A lot of podcasts are fucked up. Yeah. So we have to be, people. Be vigilant and also have discernment.
Yeah.
Listen to what people are saying. read it. Like that's what happened. She didn't read really what I wrote.
Yeah.
So she was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Not you."
Yeah, I don't know.
People would say, but she was a good sport after I explained to her.
Well, that's what it comes down to. I mean, like we're just three people having a conversation, and we get censored on YouTube,
And
we
it's
get
funny,
censored on
right?
different things.
Because I put down, Sandra's a big cheese out here with these politics, my way. So I put down Sandra, and by the way, I'm Sandra Rivera's husband.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh no, everything is good. You know,
Hey, bro, why you? Oh, is she around?
But it's funny though. After I wrote it, I thought about it.
Yeah.
I am.
Funny.
I'm Sandra Rivera's husband.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, she's not my. She's not Eddie Rivera's wife.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I get
And
it.
that's okay.
okay.
I always think about when I'm in her events.
What's her role?
You ever seen that movie Beaches? Like, if you had been my
Wind beneath my
hero,
wings.
I was in the shadows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Every time I'm in the event, that's what I think about. I don't know why. It's fucking crazy.
God, that's funny.
I can't think of the
That's her thing. That's her thing. Though.
Yeah,
That's,
and I mean that's her calling. Like you said
Yeah,
it, you
that's
called
her
that
role.
too.
Yeah,
You
that's
called
her-
that
she's-
when Trump lost the election. You saw it in her eyes.
Yeah, I did.
John said, "Oh shit, this lit up a fire in her boy."
Yeah, I did. I saw it because it just was cool. That she became her calling. That was her call to purpose. And it was, I got to do this. I got to step up. I got to do something. I can't just sit around and let them get away with it. She's not going to do that. And then when I looked at her and I said, Sandra, they all been rigged. I said, not just this one. There's been other ones before that too. And she was like, really?
They were
And I'm
just
like,
easier to read.
Yeah, they were just exactly. They were just
They
easier.
weren't. Yeah, like.
They were just easier because they had the Mockingbird media.
Well, listen,
the media.
I still think that Bush shouldn't have won.
Yeah, that was another. They say that was another time.
Yeah, that, because
Remember, Jeb Bush was the
Oh
governor at the
yeah,
time.
and they had 9/11 planned,
Yeah.
so they had to have Bush in there. Gore wasn't going to do the 9/11 thing. That was all Bush's set up. They teed up stuff for each other, just like Bush. I mean, just like Obama teed up everything for Hillary, but they didn't think Hillary was going to lose, and then she lost. They threw a monkey wrench into everything. That's what that video I was playing for you earlier was. You were watching about how Trump won and it changed the dynamics of everything, and how we are now trying to return it to a constitutional republic, and and trying to change things around and give the power back to the people. When's the last time you saw, besides Trump, that you had the military backing the president at an inauguration? He's saying, "I'm going to give the power back to you, the people." It never happened.
I saw it in the movie The Gladiator.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing a number 2.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So there you go. Gladiator
Yeah,
2's
see,
coming
that's-
out.
and that's the people.
Yeah.
And remember what happens in history. They fight against them.
Yeah.
I know Denzel finna snap in this role. Denzel's
Oh, shit.
I think he's one of the advisors.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and,
Oh,
and he's
shit.
talking to the gladiators. He's
Yeah.
giving them little insight
Really?
and shit.
I like
was like, I
Denzel.
know he finna snap in this shit.
Denzel conservative too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Strong conservative. He don't fuck around. I hear him on some of his YouTube shit speaking.
Yeah.
He's
He don't
straight
play
up
around at
conservative
all.
with the left. Fuck
Yeah.
the left, a lot
cool.
of them are coming out. A lot of them in Hollywood are starting to say, "Listen, fuck you."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
not down with
we're
this.
not down with
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah. The ones that are coming to their senses. Yeah.
I was watching. You ever watch this guy? And I can't think of his name now. Nikki watches him. Sean Ryan.
Oh yeah. I watched this podcast
So
before.
she got me turned on to Sean Ryan, right? So Sean Ryan was talking to someone who's into getting these kids, and that there's 100,000 missing unaccompanied minors. They
yeah.
don't know where the fuck they're
Yeah,
at.
I saw it on Twitter today.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
they don't know where they are. Kelly, 100,000 kids.
I know.
You know what's crazy? So remember how we always keep saying,
Yeah,
how we
that's the
all-
number they're giving us.
Yeah, that's the number they're giving us. No, I remember how we kept saying that all the kids that go missing, they don't give us those. We don't get
Amber
those
alerts.
Amber
Amber
alerts.
Alert. So there's 100,000 Amber Alerts.
I said that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But now on Facebook, all you see when you scroll is missing.
Really? Wow. Interesting.
Especially around here. There are a
That
lot of
was a
kids
kid-
missing
kid-
here.
kid-
No,
was
there
in
are a lot of
Orlando,
kids
yeah.
missing here.
Yeah.
A lot of kids are missing here.
Citizens and Bikers for a Brighter Future. Bob does it all the time.
Yeah. I saw that one you
Yeah,
posted where they
yeah.
rescued those kids.
Yeah, so Bob does it all the time. So he's always putting out kids that are missing wherever.
Yeah.
You know, wherever they are, not just in Oregon, or, you know. And he may be coming August 15th.
Okay, cool.
So
Okay.
the
All right.
14th, the 14th he'll come, and that's the Tuesday.
Okay.
The 15th he'll do
Sandra's
Sandra's
event. Oh, that'll work out perfect.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be
so
awesome.
that'll be good,
All right,
yeah.
cool.
Lines up.
Nice. That lines up perfect.
Yeah, good. So we'll have Bob Henderson on the
Wow,
show.
that'll give us
Yeah.
give us a little bit of exposure for him.
Yeah,
That'll
it'd be good for him. It'd be good for the club. You know, good to you let people know, because he has hands on. He's saved kids, and I mean, he's been in the tunnels.
Yeah, I know.
And, you know, he'll talk about the tunnels. I mean, you know, it's just sad the things that are happening. 100,000 kids, John.
Yeah, I know. These are a commodity.
kids,
They're
man.
commodity. You know,
But
it's,
when you see the pictures, they're like little kids, like 3-4 years old.
I know.
It's fucked up.
I know it's very bad, and that's what's going to change the world. Is people find out what they've been doing to these kids. It's gonna make people throw up in their mouths. I've always said that. It's very sad.
I mean, we're not talking about, like, you know, 13. We're talking about
Babies.
3-4-year-old babies.
I
bro.
know. I know. I've seen videos, man. I've seen it. I've seen videos of them. I've seen videos of the kids coming out of the tunnels. I've seen videos of the kids in shipping containers getting rescued out of shipping containers.
They're letting anybody come and take them.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretend like they're a sponsor and they come and take the kid and they're like, oh, I appreciate it. And the
I'll
kid's
take
like,
10
oh.
of them. Let me take 10. I could
Yeah.
take 10.
Yeah. And next
Oh,
thing you know, they're
shit.
gone. I know. And that's it. You know, that's why Sound of Freedom was so powerful when it came
Yeah.
out. You know, it
Still
came out
powerful movie.
on July 4th this time last year.
Yeah.
You know.
Nikki asked me that just yesterday if I seen Sound of Freedom.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
Shout out to Nikki. She works with me.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, you know, she's fuck, man. Like, so when I saw that thing, I saw it yesterday
Yeah.
at the house. Sean Ryan. I said, wow, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
100,000 kids.
It's crazy. And it's like you said, it's just what they're telling you. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you know, that's the
Kelly
crazy
just shot
part. You
that
know.
out. True story.
It's
We
just-
don't know.
we
That's
don't-
just the number they're giving us. It could be 300,000
It could be,
kids.
yeah,
It could be 1 million kids.
It could be, yeah, exactly. I mean, before I started to wake up to things, they were saying, like, you know, there was 800,000 kids going missing in America every year. Just before all this unaccompanied minor bullshit. 800,000 a year just in America alone. And that's when I was starting to go down the rabbit
But
hole.
how easy it is now. You don't have to snatch a kid from the street. Now you can just pick one up.
Yeah.
Go to the border and get one.
Yeah, or you have a disaster.
Get a bunch of
You have a man-made a weather event, and you have a big hurricane or earthquake in Haiti, and then you get a bunch of kids from that because now they're orphaned because people died in the hurricane or in the flood or in the earthquake, and then you got a bunch of orphans, and then the Hillary Foundation goes down there and fucking Clintons go and they swipe them up and they go, oh well, we're gonna take care of them, and then Red Cross gets a bunch of money because that's all you see on the TV.
But you don't hear anything about the kids.
No. You just see on the NFL games.
I saw that.
You know,
I think we put that on one time.
what? Donate to
The kids that Hillary
Oh,
was
yeah,
involved
yeah, we
in,
did.
and like how
Yeah.
they, like she supposedly rescues these kids from
Yeah.
here, but where are they?
Yeah, exactly.
They
yeah.
disappeared.
Exactly. Yep. That's what they did. You know, even Alex Jones even brought it up in one of his court hearings about the Clintons and what they did in Haiti and you know where the kids went and all the money they got. Because remember they got a bunch of donations too, and so did the Red Cross. See, when I worked for Salvation Army, anytime there was like an event like that, Salvation Army didn't blast all over TV like, you know, to donate Salvation Army. It was always the Red Cross on the NFL. Red Cross. You'll always see it just the Red Cross.
Yeah.
Because they're part of the government. I mean, Salvation Army gets funding from the government too. But the Red Cross is always the front line. They're always the first ones there. There's a reason for that because they were working with the Clinton Foundation.
I'm about to give you a real ugly analogy.
Uh-oh.
Right. Imagine, right, a child getting raped,
Yeah.
child getting raped, and people cheering it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's what's happening today. These people cheering on the Bidens, cheering on this fucking administration, cheering all this on about these kids, cheering this on, are just as guilty as if they were there watching those kids getting raped. Because it's just as ugly. Because if you don't see it, you're fucking. You gotta be an idiot. You just don't. You're just blind. You just don't want to see it because you don't want to admit that something as ugly as that is happening. But guess what? It's happening, and you are all guilty.
Yeah.
All of you.
Well, it's true. I mean, see, they don't want to admit that they agree with it. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit they've been duped.
This is the thing. If you let it get too far, somebody big will step in.
Yeah.
You gonna turn this bitch into Sodom Gomorrah.
Yeah, and that's what's happening.
You turn this bitch into Sodom Gomorrah, it's gonna get hit with something.
Well, it's bad, man. You know, it runs deeper than people realize. You know, and that's why that's why we're losing control of our democracy, our constitutional republic, because we've lost control.
They're sodomizing it.
Exactly.
They're literally turning us into Sodom and Gomorrah.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
And when that happens, they want this bitch to be destroyed.
Yeah, and that's what's going to
It
happen.
will be destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
If it get that far, they let that shit become legal, touching kids, all that shit like they do it in California.
Exactly. I was just going to say they
Like
just did in
that shit,
California.
bro. Let that shit. If it's like that, keep it over there in Cali. Let them get hit. Let them get hit. Y'all want to play like that, nasty fuckers? Let them get hit. Y'all can take the hit.
That's what's happening.
Well, I can tell you.
All pedophiles finna move
Nice
over to
to
Cali.
hear.
You're right.
Why?
It'll be a safe haven.
It'll
like
be
it-
their
like-
safe haven.
like
Just like
somewhere-
Israel.
Somewhere in Florida, I don't know where it was. Planet Fitness now has open bathrooms.
Oh, nice.
So I won't ever go to Planet Fitness. But, so yeah, Planet Fitness. So this guy, his daughter went into the bathroom, and this guy went in right after her, and the dad beat the fucking shit out of her.
real.
You know, good.
Fucking A,
You know
man.
what I mean? Good. He went to jail. Obviously, he got arrested, but
I'll go to jail with a fucking
no, a
smile.
smile on my face, bro. But what I'm
Right.
saying though is that's what they're creating.
Yeah.
Not everybody's for
Fucking
this.
crazy.
Look, your girl go to the girl's bathroom. Your boy go to the. Why do I gotta tell you that? Like you
Right.
said before. Why? I mean, why is that? Why does that have to be
Why is that a
told?
discussion right now?
What the fuck? You know what I
Who the
mean?
fuck is we
If you wanna
reinventing
be
the
a-
wheel?
Yeah.
Not even that. If you want to be a girl, right? But you got a beepee. You stand up, right? You don't have
stand up
urinals
with a
in
pee.
women's bathrooms, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
Don't, they don't.
Go sit down.
Or sit down in the toilet, but you go to a man's bathroom.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Sit down.
It's bad. You know, and like Rondell said, people in California, they agree with it. They're okay with it. We were just
They're
watching some
cheering
videos.
on. They're cheering on the rapists.
Yeah, we were just watching
That's
some
what they're
videos about it
doing.
earlier. Yeah, I mean,
They're watching the rapist
They're okay
rape the
with it.
child brutally, and they are
they're
cheering.
like,
on.
okay, they're like, good job, you're good.
The
They're
word
they're
pedophile is
guilty.
censored now.
Guilty.
What were
Guilty.
you saying? You Rondell earlier before the podcast, you said something about that guy, the pedophile was living at the house, and the neighborhood was going to.
Oh yeah, you ever seen that, Eddie? There's a viral video of like in like Wisconsin. I know Milwaukee. It's in Milwaukee, and there's a house where the neighbors they pulled out like 4 kids from this guy's basement, and they're trying to get this guy. They're like the neighborhood is trying to fuck this guy up, and the guy calls the cops, and the cops show up and escort him out of his house to his van, and then he leaves.
Yeah, they just
After they just pulled 4 fucking kids out of his house.
They just
that
protect-
they've been looking for.
yeah, they protected
And
him.
they let him go.
Yeah, they
The
protected him.
cops, he called the cops from in the house and said there's an angry mob in front of my house. The people telling the cops what they just pulled 4 kids out of his fucking house they've been looking for. This motherfucker, the police show up and escort him to his van and he ride off.
And they found 4 kids in his basement.
Yeah.
They found 4 kids in this dude's basement.
So what's that tell you? That tells you
Like bro, you connected.
They're in on it. Exactly, they're in on it. That's
Somebody
the biggest
in.
thing. They're
Yeah.
all in on it. You know, and that's the part that people don't want to believe.
Well, the law says, right? The law says that if you do that, if you cheer a rape, you are just as guilty as the rapist. You get the same charge.
Yeah. There was.
Why aren't these people going to jail?
Yeah, exactly. That's a great question. that's the $1 million question. I'm just gonna say I said the same thing. That's the $1 million question because they're all in on it. You know, they're all doing it. They're all part of it. They're all the corrupt, the media, the Mockingbird media. They're all in on it. So they're all the ones being diddlers, like you said. They call them diddlers.
Diddlers.
That's what they call them in jail. In
What do they
prison,
call?
in prison they call it diddlers.
I wasn't there long enough to learn that.
Learn the jargon.
I was only there less than 24 hours. It's 18 hours.
18 hours.
Whatever it was.
Too much energy. God bless him, Chris. We love you, bro.
Yep.
Anyway.
We love all our listeners. We love all our listeners.
It's just, man, you know, it's just horrible what's going on. And then the thing is, just to get back to that democracy thing, that's very important. I think that people need to really hear that, you know, we need to fight against it. So when you hear it, look at it as a curse word, not as a good word.
Yeah.
You know, democracy is not what you want.
No.
You know, I mean, even people living off the government don't want that. You know, I mean, it's a trap, like John Brandel was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Because I got caught up in that trap, like, you know, in living in the PJs and what's called the projects, you know, without realizing I was a project.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and that's what they do. And you know that in those apartments, you could grandfather it to your, you know, you could lock your
that's
own.
the incentive.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
know,
It was an
lock up the
incentive.
rest of your family.
Yeah.
Some of these people been living in those apartments
because it won't
for
be,
years.
And what is it? What did the guy say in the video? That's security. That's safety and security. You always know your family's going to have a roof over their head, even though you don't
food.
own
At the
it.
same time, they know where y'all ass at all times.
Exactly. They know where you're at.
Bodegas are right across the street. You don't need a car. Like you said, 15-minute
The
cities.
cities. It's all by design.
You're not going nowhere.
No.
You're going to stay
They got a
right
bus
here.
system for you. They can track you on that bitch too.
Yep, all of it. You know,
The
it's all-
bus stop.
John, why come people don't see it?
It's too easy.
Well, I think the biggest thing is because they don't go within. They're looking for the answers outside themselves, so they don't go within. They
Well,
don't.
John, you're going to play a video of fucking Biden bumbling all over the place. I'm not sure you're going to play it or not. But what I'm
I
saying...
can if you want. We can,
No,
we can wait till
I don't
the
wanna
end.
watch
but all I'm saying, though, is that even that,
Yeah.
people don't see that.
Well, again, it's easier for people to you know, not admit they're duped. It's easier just to go along with the lie. Once you admit you're duped, you feel like an idiot. You feel stupid. You feel like a dummy. Like you
I
know,
was
like-
duped.
I know, but part of the awakening is that you get angry, you get mad because you find out the truth and you get mad.
Play the video. You're right. Play the video. Sometimes you gotta show a motherfucker.
I know.
Play the video. Fuck
And
it.
I mean, it's you know, it's funny, but it's not funny. But
It's not
it's
funny
sad.
at all. It's
Yeah.
really fucking sad.
You guys were cracking up. I thought it was fucking sad.
Well, I crack up at it because I look at it from a different like you said, people don't see it. I look at it as it's a tool for an awakening because the guy should have never won in the first place. He never should have been on the ballot in the first place. So to me, it was a tool for an awakening that Trump had to lose in order for people to wake up to realize that this is where we were headed if Hillary would have won. I always use that as an example. So I think that's part of the awakening process. And like you're saying, why aren't people seeing it? Because they
We would have never started the podcast.
No, not even close. No.
Yeah.
I was in the beginning of the podcast, I was thinking, like, what are we going to talk about every week? I got to come up with a subject. We literally pulled this together with subjects and things, and you were like, wow, that really helped me out today.
Yeah.
I literally pulled that out of my ass
Yeah.
like 15 minutes before you got here.
But think about it.
yeah, but I didn't have to.
Think about the educational tool that is.
Exactly.
I'm going to grab it and I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'm going to put it on TJ on our page. I'm going to put it on Twitter. I'm going to put it all over the fucking
All
place so
over the
people to
place.
see.
Exactly.
That this is education.
Yes.
This is truth.
Yes.
This is before the nonsense. This
Yes.
is back in the 60s, guys.
Bingo.
They didn't talk about this today because this guy likes Trump. Trump wasn't even fucking maybe even born.
No, I don't think. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So-
that's what it comes down to. Is that these videos were showing you the truth, but you have to go back. That's the thing. The things they're showing us now, people are lazy. They want to consume what's now and go, oh, that's true. Okay, I believe it, and that's it, and I'm not going to question it.
You know, I saw an interview with Steve Bannon today. And I like Steve Bannon.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve's.
So I saw an interview with Steve Bannon today, and Steve Bannon said that when he first met Trump, now Steve Bannon was there to promote Ted Cruz.
Okay.
Ted Cruz was supposed to be the winner.
Okay.
So Trump, when he said a speech in Mar-a-Lago before he went down the escalator,
Yep.
the thing about the escalator, he explained that. He said that he said a speech talking about the economy, trade, and immigration, how they're letting in rapists
Yep.
and criminals.
Yeah.
So the media jumped on that. They were trying to fucking like,
Exactly.
oh, you're a racist, blah, 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 blah. But what they did, he was number 7 on the polls. He wasn't supposed to even be fucking.
No.
It was Ted Cruz.
100%. Yeah.
The media put him number 1.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. They used it against him. You know.
But everything that you put on this, I mean, you ever heard of Teflon Don?
Nope.
They did
Yeah.
that with fucking.
Oh yeah, with
John Gotti.
But
Gotti.
that,
Yeah.
this is the real Teflon Don.
The real life.
Yeah, real life Teflon Donald Trump. I tell you, because everything they try to do to this guy, it fucking bounces back on them.
It's true. I mean, that's the truth of it. That's funny. Let me see if I can find. I'm gonna look for something. That might be a little
but
bit
isn't
better.
that true though?
No, you're right.
I mean, the court thing. I mean, he even says it now. Now he's saying it. He said in he did a campaign, and he said, "I got more felonies than Al Capone."
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Al Capone got 27. I got 34. You got low numbers.
Low numbers. Got to pump up those numbers.
Because he knows now, because of the immunity thing, that this is going to get thrown out.
Yeah.
You know, everything is going to be after the election. At that point, what you going to do? Go after a president? Get the fuck. I mean, they may not give this guy a break still.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
But that's I mean, you hit it right on the head, though. I mean, that's what Trump is trying to do, and that's what people have to realize. But the hatred for him and the hatred for what he stands for, they did that. I know.
Because he's not a racist.
No, I know that.
He was born he's in Queens, New York. You know, racism is a Southern thing.
Yeah, I always thought that too.
You know, I'm going to tell you the truth, because up north, you ain't see that. What you saw up north, there was an issue with the Jews. There's always been an issue with the Jews. The Jews are the persecuted people. The Bible said that they would be. So that was the issue. You know, like there was always something against the Jews, because the Jews owned the garment field. They owned a lot.
Yeah, they did.
And they
still
took
do.
advantage of people.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there was always something against the Jews, but there was never nothing against the blacks, the whites, the Irish, the Italians.
Yeah.
The Italians and the blacks got along fine. They call them a moolie, and you go fucking call them a fucking wop or whatever.
Yeah.
But they got along. It wasn't like a nigger thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The first time I came down to Florida, when that was the first thing I started, was when I saw racism, was when I came
Yeah,
down
I
here.
never really up
And I
north.
was like,
PA, you don't see that.
no, I didn't
shit.
see it where I was. I was
You
in
went
the
to school with
suburbs, too,
fucking everybody.
Here.
Yeah, around here. It was,
You gonna hear some shit.
Yeah, I did when I first got here. I mean, I was like, holy shit! I was like, damn.
That the high school took that. They had a colored and a white fountain. They just took it out like in the late '60s, bro.
Yeah.
Even after the fucking bullshit, bro.
Well, that's why they still talk about the deseg order that was passed way back in the day. That they still have.
So I can see why a lot of Southern blacks are pissed, but the whole point is that you're pissed at the wrong people.
Yeah.
The people that you're voting for are the ones that did this to you.
Right. Yeah, that's it. It's true. And now the people are starting to see that, though. So getting back to what you were saying about like how come the people don't see it? The ones that don't see it choose not to see it. The ones that are seeing it are being forced to see it. That's why, again, I use the whole example about this whole Biden thing and the economy and everything that's happening. It's all happening to wake people up, to show them, like, this is bad. Like, we're on the brink of nuclear war, the economy, things are all messed up, and it wasn't like that, 5 years ago. So what's the difference? Something's not right, and that's really what it comes down to. And I think we're at the brink of something major coming. I think
We're at a precipice.
We're at a major. I mean, we're at 120 days from the election.
I think that precipice done passed.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta tell you something, man. We've been saying it, and it's been coming about. This is a prophetic show.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're prophets. It's just that we do the research.
Yeah, that's all.
If you see it, it's right in front of you.
Math is
really,
math.
if people just open their fucking eyes and realize with their real eyes what's in front of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all.
What's in front of you. Look at the president. He's a bumbling fool.
Yeah. So what do we
not even think about voting for him. As a matter of fact, fight to get him out of office and put the right president back there.
There you go.
Okay,
yeah. And that's republic. That's a constitutional
republic.
republic.
That's a constitutional republic,
Exactly.
where the people make the call.
Bingo.
Not the government.
No.
But the government wants to fight for a democracy.
Exactly.
And they're convincing people, I want a democracy. Idiot.
Yeah.
You want a democracy. You want to go back in chains, like I was that Biden said one time. You want to go back in chains.
Well, because the brainwashing goes deep. It runs very, very deep.
They're just waiting for every country to agree to socialism. That way they can activate the Hunger Games.
And that's New World Order. That's exactly
That's
it.
all they're doing. They're just waiting for everybody to agree to it.
I don't know about Sid, because as soon as you come after me, you're going to have to kill me, bro.
Yeah.
They're going to have to, bro, America... You do not want America that movie Civil War shows. You do not want America having to militarize itself.
Yeah.
You do not want us having to
God
do it
bless you.
ourselves. Because if it does, it's going to be split up people. Like, some people won't agree with a lot of people's shit.
Yeah.
Like, because of politics now.
Yeah. Imagine then.
When that shit splits, it's going to be things like there'll be factions in Florida, but there'll be splits. Somebody won't agree with somebody.
No, there's going to be a split. There's no doubt about that.
It's going to be divided. It's going to be like two pieces to every state, two sides to every state. Which kind of American are you? That's where that line comes from.
Yeah. What kind of American are you?
There's two kinds of everything in every state now. The states are all split in half. You do not want the American people, but at the end of the day, their goal is still, we want our country back.
Yeah.
You ever thought that we could be under the same atmosphere, but still be in two different dimensions?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
it's
that's
possible.
the answer I was thinking about. See, because I think people don't see it because it's not there for them.
No, it's not.
You understand? Like,
No, I see it. Yeah.
in
you're
our
right.
dimension, and I'm just trying to figure that out,
Yeah.
right? Because this is all new to me, John.
Yeah.
You know, so here we are, right, under one atmosphere,
Yep.
but two different dimensions. Like, I see things different. Like, I jump to the other side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you look at it simple like that, right? I jump to the other side, and now I can see. You know what I mean? Now I'm in the drive-in theater, and I see everything in front of me.
Yep.
They're still in the dark.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're still in that part of that. That's their atmosphere. Like what they see,
It's darkness.
the bubbling. Oh, that's only once. Everybody falls down.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that's what they see.
You're right. That's a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
Because they.
It's
I mean,
dark.
think of it. If you're in a different atmosphere, if you're in a different fucking dimension, you're gonna even.
Well, like you always say
everything is
about,
different.
like you say about being in a dark room. You're doing a dark room. You open your eyes. You can't see nothing.
can't see
You have
nothing.
to let your eyes have to adjust to the
Adjust to
darkness.
the darkness,
Exactly. So that's what their eyes adjust to the darkness. Your eyes are
You just
adjusting.
start getting it.
You start
that
getting it
image
with the
starts to
light.
come in.
Yeah, because remember,
It's
light
just like that.
Light is information, and darkness is lack of information. So they're in the darkness, like you said. You're in the light. You're getting closer and closer to the light. Does that make sense?
You help me with that, John.
It's like you said,
gotta
like
say
just
that.
like with you, just like it took one thing to open
See,
that door,
I
to make
think
that
you might
door
have been
open and
planting
other doors
seeds,
open.
Rondell.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, back then.
Yeah, but it only takes one thing for what I. Okay, so John, I was telling you those things, and it's just like, damn, I can't really. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about money.
I got other stuff to think about.
That's
right
my
now, bro.
status. I was thinking about what can I do for me.
Exactly.
But then something, John says something that just triggers it, and it's like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
I've heard this before.
You know what he
in a
said? He
different
came
way.
around a lot.
Yeah.
And what he said was words that describe things that I knew.
Yeah.
And I couldn't put a word to it. So unless you put a word to it,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah. It doesn't.
understand?
It's gibberish to you.
Right.
Yeah. You're like.
so
oh,
when
it
you
doesn't make
gave me
sense.
words
You were
to
like,
the
oh.
way I was feeling, I was telling you, and you boom, the word, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then you realizing when we're talking about fucking Neo and the Matrix,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it just things like just started fucking. It's almost like, oh fuck! Imagine being blind, and you never and you saw when you were a kid. You were able to see when you were a kid, but now you're blind for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And now you got your eyesight back.
Yeah. It's true. That's what he
It's
said.
like, holy
and that's what he says in
shit.
the movie. Is why do my eyes hurt? Because he's like, you've never used them before.
Right.
You never really used them. So you're not you never did use them before until you did now. Now, now I'm really using my
until the
eyes.
awakening.
And that's what the
The
whole
unplug.
exactly unplug, and then you
Being
can,
unplugged.
then you could look into the fucking They Live. You put the glasses on. It's the same. It's now they're all the same analogy. Unplug, put the glasses on. You're able to see now. You're like, oh shit, now I can see. What the fuck? Then they got contact lenses. They're like, all right, now I need contacts because now I want to be able to see all the time. I don't want to just put the glasses on and then take them off. I want to be able to see it all the time, and that's what's happening. The veil is thinning. That's why I say this about Biden. He's making the veil thin. See what I'm saying? It's like it's thinning more and more, and people are going, something's fucked up. Are we watching a movie? Like, is this guy really acting like this, or is he really something wrong with him? You know, it's just.
So I'm going to show you. I'm going to review. I could quote the scripture. I just want to let
just look
people
it
know
up.
it's for real. In the book of
You see the
Revelation,
Bible, see?
in the book of Revelations, I just can't see my eyes about it. In the book of Revelations, it speaks about the veil that you just spoke about.
All right, there we go.
And it speaks about that at the end, the veil was split.
And what was he just saying?
The veil was split open, and you will be able to see what's inside the tabernacle.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yep, 100%.
Because the veil was on the only people that could go behind there were the high priest.
Yep, there you go.
People weren't allowed to see that. That was very, that's very religious, very powerful.
Yeah.
So it had a veil there. So they say when Christ was resurrected,
Yep.
the veil opened. Okay,
Yep.
they say the same thing is going to happen again at the end times.
I got you.
Where we'll be able, the veil,
Well,
if you're just describing
yeah.
what you just said, it's
Yeah.
just, it
Yeah.
came to me.
Yeah.
The veil will be open, and what happens when you open a curtain?
You walk.
No, you could also see.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see what's on the other side. You see what's there. Like
Yeah.
this is what they've been hiding.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
This book, these things,
Yes.
this jewelry, you know, and that it's exposed.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
The veil lifts.
So when you said the veil, because I know you didn't know it was in scripture.
No, that didn't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I know you
makes
didn't
sense.
know. That's why I wanted to
No,
point
that
that
makes
out.
sense. Yeah. No, that pieces it together for me now. So that makes total sense. And I always look at it as like we're walking through a door. Like humanity's walking through a door. They're choosing to walk the door, and the ones that see it and look around and go, I really like this. This is nice. And then God's going to push those through, and then the door's going to shut behind them. And the ones that
Like,
don't
get
see
smart.
it, they're gonna, and it's gonna just shut behind. The ones that don't see it, like you say, the ones that they're gonna go, and the door's gonna shut, and they're gonna go, where everybody go? Oh shit!
They also say that it's going to be like the rapture's going to be like that. That people are going to just be sitting there. Others are going to be lifted, and they're going to say, "Where did they
Where'd
go?"
they go? They're like, oh shit,
They're gone.
what happened?
They're not here
Something's
anymore.
not nice. Something's different, you know.
So that goes to that movie that we saw, getting to a closer to a higher frequency, where we see was, you know, it's almost like we leave this planet.
Exactly, it's
You
very
know what I
similar.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's the same.
It's an ascension, basically. I think it talks about
Yeah,
that in the Bible
and
too.
it does.
It's ascension. So you're ascending.
Right, we're all going to ascend. In the rapture, we're all going to ascend. Right, like let's say if in the rapture they believe that if you know, I mean whatever, I don't believe that there's one God. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's one way to God. I believe there's one God, but I don't believe there's one way
one
to God.
creator,
Anyway,
yeah.
but in the scriptures it speaks about Christ, that the people who are called, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. You ever heard that expression?
Yep, absolutely.
So that's what it means, that the last, the people that will last,
Yeah.
right, will be first.
Exactly.
And those are the dead. The dead will be lifted first, and then everybody else, and then you'll be walking with somebody, and he'll be lifted, and you won't, because he had his heart right, and you didn't.
Gotcha.
So I'm not too with that,
Yeah.
but I am with that. People will be able to see things,
Yeah.
and others won't. They'll be like left in the dark. You know what I mean?
I feel like I don't
That's
know.
interesting.
Doesn't God leave people to fight?
God says that we're in constant battle.
Yeah.
In the book of Ephesians, it says that that's
wouldn't
when
be
we have to
mad.
put on the full armor of God.
I feel like if the rapture happened and I looked to my side and somebody was gone, he couldn't take it. God left me here for a reason.
Right.
God left me here to
He's
fight.
going to leave
I agree with you.
144,000. I believe I'm one
of those. Yeah,
I
I'm one of those
truly believe
144.
that. And I believe that from the very beginning. From the first time I heard it, I knew I was one.
I was like, damn. I'm one of those. I know I'm one.
Yeah.
So it's 144,000. You're correct.
Yeah.
They're going to stay behind, and they're going to be the ones to try to convince the ones that were left behind, because they're going to have another chance.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, they're
that.
going to have another chance. God is a merciful God. You know, He's not a.
Well,
He's not a horrible
they'll have
God.
another chance because they have free will
At
choice.
that point, they'll see
Yeah.
people gone. It's like something that they can't touch
Yeah.
anymore. And now, how can we get there?
Yep.
You have to go through this trial, these fucking horrible 7 years.
Yep. To
But
get
we
to
can
the
show
7
you how to
years.
get there. You're going to
Exactly.
go through poverty. You're going to go through all this. You're going to have to fight
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
to keep your faith.
Yeah.
Because they're going to try to convince you to lose your faith.
You're right.
Remember, it's not just, okay, you accept it, okay, here's your pass. No. You got to go through the 7 years
Yeah.
of trials and tribulation.
I'll send you. There's a video I watched today. I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
that,
cool.
that explains at the beginning of it. Explains
Yeah.
a lot of that. Yeah, what you just said.
Yeah, so you know
That's
that
good. Yeah.
that's not going to be a good place. But me, Rondell, you may be part of it too.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the 144. You know, I pray to God that you are one of us.
Yeah.
I believe you are. We're doing this podcast. 144,000, bro.
Well, remember that's
and that's what we do.
Well, remember that's what
right.
that's called.
God
It's
puts
called
people
the-
together because He sends them out in twos and threes.
Well, and it also says that that's that 144 is the rainbows, the warriors of the rainbow, which is it was in the Bible too. It talks about that people will come together, all different colors, classes, and creeds
Right.
will come together
Look at our
to do
podcast.
all this. Exactly.
So what I'm saying to you, John, is that
Yeah, that makes sense.
as I was saying that, you know, believe
Yeah.
that you're part of that, bro. And what
Yeah.
our mission, our job, like you say, our calling
Yep.
is gonna be that.
Yep.
And it may be through these microphones because we can hit more of a masses.
Exactly.
Because we're gonna need to be vigilant and protected because they're gonna want to shut us down.
100%. Yeah, they already do one thing.
Remember, the elites, those that want to control those that stay behind the sheep, they want to continue to control the sheep. It's going to be our job now to say, listen, can't do that. This is what's happening. We were left behind. We know. They were lifted. They're in a different place. They're in a better place. They're in paradise. Don't you want to go there? I mean, don't you want to be a part of it? God is a merciful. He's giving you a second chance. I already got the speech ready to go, man.
He's got
the speech ready to go.
The elevator speech. That's
you ready to go?
That's funny. Oh my God! Get on the elevator. He's saying.
Man.
And he's saying, "Get on the elevator." Yeah, we're almost at an hour. Yeah, get the fucking elevator. Get on my elevator. I got the speech. Here it is. No, you're right. That's exactly what you're saying. Is
you know what you need to show? The video of these motherfuckers walking into that store messing with that
at
guy.
At the end?
That's what you need to show.
All right, I'll show that.
I don't think Eddie saw that.
No.
This shit is so fucking stupid, bro, but he get on their ass.
Right, yeah. I'll show him this one here. This is the good one here. This is the one here. It's yeah.
Yeah,
this one's
dude's
good.
A dickhead.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is the guy with the hat, I think. Is it? Yeah, the hat.
Yeah, the hat. He
comes in with this hat that says
Hank Hill. They called him Hank Hill.
Yeah, he comes in with this hat that says Trump's a jag-off. It's fucking funny. Oops, fucked that up.
It's all right.
There we go.
There you go.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing well, how are you?
Good.
You saw any of these hats?
Nah. I haven't seen that one yet.
That's because I made it.
That's cool. Jag.
So how were sales?
Fucking awesome.
Brisk.
They're fucking kicking ass, dude.
Right, really?
Dude, it's so cool. We haven't had so many online orders until this conviction.
Really?
Since Trump's
West Virginia?
All over the place. Like, all over.
I'm sorry,
cool.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why would you be sorry? That's kind of good.
Because he's a jag-off.
For what? Biden's a pervert.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he took a shower with his daughter.
Did he
He
really?
molested her, yeah.
have a video
And the
of that.
guy's too fucking stupid to stay in trial.
You got a video?
He's got dementia.
You got a video?
You're a jack off.
You got a video?
Your hat fits you perfect. But we got a diary though. I like how you just come in here trying to stir up shit.
I didn't
Yeah, you did. You started piping up about dumb shit, calling Trump a jack off, and then you said you hope my sales suck. Yeah, and that's what they were getting. You're like, sorry to hear that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna put you viral, fucker.
I'm gonna put you viral, fuck. I'm gonna put you viral, fuck.
Oh my God! This is in California too,
Holy
dude.
shit.
Yeah. So it's like
Bro,
this
he gets terrorized. His shop get terrorized.
Yeah,
There's so
every
many
day,
videos.
every
His shop
day.
get terrorized, bro.
But you want to know something? Don't think about it. He's standing up.
Yeah,
That's his calling.
exactly.
His mom's funny as hell too, bro. She be going off on their ass.
Yeah, I know. It's funny as hell.
But think about it, though. I mean, he's going viral.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's letting people know that but think that people actually feel this way about this man.
I know. But that's
Now,
because
look,
they're in the darkness.
I was
what
thinking
did I
about
say
it
earlier?
today, and I'll continue to say it, bro. If Trump wasn't running for president and all that, and he wanted to hang out, I want to hang out with Trump. I think he's a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Honestly,
Yeah.
he's not my kind of guy. I think he's an energy sucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But his policies are right for this country.
100%.
That's it. I can't look at his personal.
So what you were saying, like these people that don't see it, this guy actually made a hat that said Donald Trump is a jagoff, and walked in this guy's store
Just to fuck with
him. So he did it to himself. See?
Yeah.
That's what they do. They're in the darkness. When you're in the darkness, you don't know what you
I
don't.
just told you, anything you throw against Teflon Don, bro. You can't fuck with the man,
Even
bro.
his people.
You cannot fuck with the man, bro.
I
The
know.
man is like anything you do, bro, goes against the masses.
Yeah.
Bro, they say he's gonna get over 100 million votes. He already said it's gonna be too big to rig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if there's an election, big IF, right?
Yeah, right.
If there's an election, right? I believe they won't be able to steal it. They'll be too fucking big.
Something else is going to happen before
Yeah.
then. That's the end
I'm
of it.
just saying.
Yeah, that's something's going to happen before then. They're gonna pull something big is going to come out of the deep state. The deep
I
state's
don't
going to
know,
do
John. I mean, there may be an election. It's only 120 days. It would have already probably started.
it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
They're letting them do pre-debates before debates is.
Well, they
even
did the
allowed.
pre-debate
That didn't make
because they
any
wanted to
sense.
see if they could, if he was capable, because they may want to get him out.
True. Yeah,
That's
I
why
agree
they
with
did
you
it
there.
before. They did it in June.
I agree.
They wanted to see how he behaved in that debate.
Yeah.
It was all set up, and they gave him carte blanche where he had every right. Oh, he answered every question.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
His
fucked
wife
up.
need her ass whipped for
Huh?
that shit.
Right.
Bro, he put that cast back on. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm thinking about that sub.
I gotta put it back up.
I was thinking about that sub, bro. Oh shit, he cut it in 3?
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's fucked up?
What?
I hope fucking Vince don't hear this. Vince cut it in 3,
Yeah.
that sandwich.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 1 each.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ate that motherfucker.
No, that was for you, man. That
Yeah,
was
no, I'm
good,
just
bro.
saying though. John said, yeah, it was good. Okay, thank you, John.
Oh yeah, I did. He did say he's like I cut it in 3. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I
that's
said,
funny, yeah.
thanks, John.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
Anyway, but I tell you, man, bro, what wings he gave us today? They were nice,
They're
bro.
like
Tangy.
It's like buffalo mouth.
Yeah, it was a buffalo.
They're not hot. I
They're not
don't
hot,
like
no.
hot. I like to put my own hot with the sriracha that Kelly puts out.
Yeah.
I like my own hot.
Those were perfect.
Yeah, when somebody puts my hot, they determine how hot I gotta eat my food. I'm like, fuck that. I can't eat it. It's too hot. I like to
I
put a
don't like
little
it.
bit
I
of
don't
hot.
like it hot. That's why I
tried
like
that one
sriracha.
Yeah, sriracha, you
myself
put
up.
your own hot. You
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean?
could- you could do a little
determine
bit.
your own heat.
Yeah.
And it's tasty.
And it's true.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find now because they're making it with shit. And they can't find the peppers to make it anymore.
You know why, bro? Because they're fucking killing the farming industry.
They're killing everything, man.
This guy Gates, I mean, he's fighting. I mean, initially, remember when he initially started to do this?
Yeah.
It was about feeding the homeless.
Yeah, it was all lies.
It was all lies. It was all fucking
was all
lies.
lies.
What he wanted to do was replace actual food.
Exactly. Yeah.
To give this process make believe food to the poor people. This way they could keep all the food for themselves.
Yep.
Like in Hunger Games.
When he started with the homeless, I think that's when he realized how much he can make on his back end.
Yep.
When he started donating to those homeless organizations, that's really when it hit him. Damn, I can make a lot of fucking money. And then he saw the contracts for the healthcare, and he was like,
fuck, he
shit.
went nuts, bro.
He's like, oh yeah, I think I
Yeah,
can
it's all
really
government
fucking.
money, just
And
like-
now everybody's following. Anybody who wants to make money is following Bill Gates.
If anybody's a reptilian, I think Bill Gates
I
is.
swear he is.
For real. I don't believe in that shit, but if anybody's gonna peel off this kid, it's gonna be that motherfucker.
I love it. I can't wait to see it.
I tell you, I mean, he's not real.
I know.
He got fucking maggot milk.
I know. They tried,
Maggots.
they tried to debunk that on Facebook. They said that wasn't true. They
bullshit.
they
He
fact checked it on our
fucking
they fact checked it on our
I
page.
know. How come they're not
I got
fact-checking
an
fucking-
alert on it.
Fuck fact check.
Yeah, they fact checked it. I was
Fuck
like, oh,
them.
they fact checked it.
That shit's government.
Making maggot
Fact
milk.
check.
I know. All right, fellas, we're about a little over an hour.
It goes back to what we talked about last week, the experts.
Yeah,
Fact checkers.
yeah,
the
exactly.
experts
Yeah,
said.
the smart people.
The
Yeah,
experts.
follow the smart people.
Yeah.
Do whatever they say.
Do whatever they say. It's all.
But anyway, John, if you guys are looking to get any cast, man, make sure you guys go to 27th in Oslo. Tell them the TGI and I'll send you. I mean, you could call in an order. Their food is great.
Yep.
It's not going to break your pocket. There's always something to do. And when you go in there, it's a family setting. It's a family restaurant. They've been around a long time. Support small business. Fuck Big Apple Pizza. Fucking Domino's. They suck.
Yeah.
Go to fucking Caps. Get some real pizza.
Real good stuff.
And some wings. And just hang out, man. Get out of the house. Check out Caps, man.
Tell them TGI now sent you.
What's the phone number, John?
772-770-CAPS. Knocking out pizza in
Hey, listen, guys,
1987.
please share the show. Thank you so much. God bless, man.
All right, guys, stay human.
Love, peace, chicken grease. We out.
We out.